Hello. So pretty good day today. I had a terrible day yesterday, which is why today it's a good day. If you've seen my previous video, you know, had a fairly emotional time. I still don't know how I feel. I don't know whether I'm supposed to actively try to move on or what. I don't know. I feel like I don't want to move on, but I'm not going to talk about that today because it's just, I don't have an answer, or I don't have a way to think through an answer right now, so in my mind there's no point really dwelling on it because then I'm just dwelling on it. Anyway, I spent most of yesterday just moping about being depressed because sometimes, well, if I could give one piece of advice, if you're feeling sad or feeling depressed and you have the time, let yourself feel sad and depressed. You know, put some sad music on, watch a sad film, whatever it does, cry it out, you know, wear comfy clothes, do whatever it does to make you just be sad. Because it's like it gets it out, it's like expelling the demon. That's what I call it. So like today, when I woke up, I felt much better. I got less sleep than I would have normally. I think I got like 6.5 hours, and I normally get like 7.5 because I went to bed an hour later than I should have. But today was a good day. I didn't do much, only because Grandad's got an ear infection. So he can walk about and stuff, but he's a bit unsteady. So we've not been able to go anywhere. He wanted to go for a walk today with me, but obviously he can't. So I've just stayed in, sort of keeping an eye on him. I've not got it because it's downstairs, but I made a drawing for him for his birthday, which is in 2 days. A little train going through the clouds like a magic train. I gave it to him early because he very kindly bought me Animal Crossing, which came out 2 days ago, and he bought that for me as an early birthday present, so that was nice. I think I might have said that previously. Anyway, so I spent the day making him a present, and that was really nice. And then I've just sort of chilled, played Animal Crossing, sort of kept an eye on him, that kind of thing. So it's been a fairly like mellow day, but he seems to be getting better. We managed to get him his medication yesterday, so that was good. So his ear infection is starting to clear up. You can tell because it gets all gunky and gross. But yeah, so we've just been looking after Grandad, not doing much else. But the reason I've decided to make a video today is because I wanted to say I'm like feeling better-ish now. But also I was just chatting with my granddad about we were watching the Antiques Roadshow, and then that went off, and he made himself a whiskey and ginger, I think it's like ginger ale and whiskey. Never heard of it. Probably an old person's drink, as my granddad would say. But I said that I'd never had whiskey before. It's one of those drinks that I've just looked at and gone, yeah. And he said, do you want to try a bit? And I was like, I mean, it shouldn't really on exam tea, but like a tiny little sip won't kill me. So anyway, I had a bit, and I was like, definitely not my kind of drink, but he found it very funny. And he asked me some questions like, what if you drink, what do you drink? And I explained about like vodka and lemonade is pretty much like my go-to, because you can get it anywhere, and the lemonade has the vodka, and it's like a pretty standard just drink. But I'm amused that I don't really drink anymore, or I haven't for a while now. I drank with Rob one night, but that was a couple of months ago now. But he was telling me a story about one of the first times when he was at, well, it was called college, but it was technically a university, and how he and his they were like dorm room mates, basically, how they coupled together the money they had left, and between the four of them they were able to buy 2 beers, and they were playing like a card game, and if you won the round or whatever, you got to have a sip of the beer. I thought that was really funny. And then I told him this story, which is the story I want to tell you today, which is the first time I ever had a drink of alcohol. I mean, like a proper drink, not just like a little sip of like, oh, this will be funny, try this kind of thing. And I don't remember all the details because it was a while ago now, But I must have been about 13 or 14, and my dad and my stepmom were taking us, them, me and my brother, and I think my little sister came as well. I'm not 100% sure if she did or she was being child-minded, but anyway, we went to this sort of, I think it was a friend's party, one of their friends, I don't think it was a family thing. Anyway, they were inside doing whatever, and there was this big sort of table of bottles of drinks and what have you, and there was a couple of other teenagers there, and they were clearly like, I wouldn't call them bad kids, they were just sort of more bold than I was, more cheeky. So we were all stood outside, just sort of in the cold chatting, because that's away from the adults, And one of the girls, I think it was one of the girls, it might have been one of the guys, I don't remember, but one of them was like, "Shall we go take some of the drinks?" And I was instantly like, no, because we'll get in trouble, and blah, 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 blah. And I was just, like, terrified of getting in trouble. And they were like, "Oh, it'll be fine, they won't know. I was just like, fine. So, anyway, we all snuck, I think it was around the side of the house. It's really hard to remember, but anyway, we snuck round to the sort of tables, and underneath it, they had, like, the spare alcohol, and underneath it, they had one of those huge bottles. I think it was the white Lambrini, which is like an Alka-Pop. It's like, to me now, it's basically pop. It's got almost no alcohol in it, really. It's like a tiny amount. But to a 13, 14-year-old who's never had alcohol, that was like, oh, scandalous. Anyway, so we sort of grab that and sort of run back, and I'm like panicking and sweating. And we decided to play this game. It's not really a game, really, because there's no like winning or losing. You just do it. So we took the bottle lid off the bottle and we started to drink it. And as you're drinking it, you spin in a circle, like holding it up. I don't know why. Make you feel more drunk? Throw up? I don't know. But everyone did it, and then it came to my turn, and I was really hesitant. But I was like, I'm in a group of teenagers. Why not? Let's be rebels. I don't know if Chris partook or not. I think he might have. I don't remember, honestly. All I remember is I did it and I lost my balance and I fell backwards into a bush. Like, bum first into the front bushes. And all I remember is just getting twigs stuck in me, and it was super painful. I think I didn't rip it, but I think I got a few rips in whatever I was wearing. Because I think my stepmom might have asked me later, like, "Oh, how did you get those?" Fell in a bush. How did you fall in a bush? Tripped. I think my dad knew. That we'd got the Lambrini, because my dad doesn't miss much. I don't remember. All I remember is spinning in a circle, drinking this Lambrini, and falling in a bush. And like on the way home, just being like really nervous that I might be found out or something. That's probably not my correct memory, because memory's extremely spotty, especially memories that you've not like repeatedly tried to remember. But Grandad thought that was very, very funny. I've just got my only image is spinning and then falling into a bush and then hearing laughter. And I don't actually think I've had Lambrini since then. I think I just put me off it because it associated this drink with spiky twigs in my bum. Anyway, if I think of any other little stories like that, I might weave them into these videos. But other than that, I'm doing okay mentally. The diet's going okay. I weighed myself today, even though I technically should have waited till tomorrow, but I was being impatient. I've lost another 3 pounds, so now I've lost 13 pounds in total. So another pound and I'll be a stone down, which is great. Another 15 stone to go. But it's going. Anyway, I hope everyone's okay. I hope everyone's being safe. Wash your hands. Don't go outside unless you don't have to. And stop hoarding shit. God. Anyway. Bye.